parking garages.
Hush your mouth. Austin says, quiet, babe. Don't worry about it.
Quiet.
Anyway.
There are no problems here.
Love Austin.
Ice, you know a Smirnoff Ice from across the room.
Right, you can smell it.
Exactly.
Did you guys used to think that Red Bull was beer when you were a kid?
Nope.
No.
Not me neither.
What?
Why would you do that?
How?
Because it looked like beer from
You know
far
when Bugs
away.
Bunny dressed up like a woman bunny? So, anyway, someone was asking a question, Jeremy, I saw in here that would be good. Oh, someone asked about the Camp wrap.
The Camp Rap.
Are we ever going to release the Camp Rap, the full track of it?
Yeah.
You know anything about that?
Yep, we are. I'm actually recording it right after this.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like literally this
Before-
podcast finishes, I go record
Didn't you
it.
finish
Nice.
like writing down the lyrics before this too?
Yeah. Lindsay was in the room when I finished writing the lyrics for it, and I was at my desk and started writing it, and I just went, well, that's fucking done.
Yeah. I was like, are you okay? Did you give up? He's like, no, it's done. Like, it's good to go.
It's such the Camp Rap is such like generic rap terms.
Oh,
That's
really?
literally all it is. Like, if
why it's
people can
beautiful.
listen to what's there so far, it's just raps about nothing. And I say
Yeah.
motherfucker all the time and stuff like
Bitch,
that.
go.
And everyone was like,
Knock,
this is
knock,
your,
open up
this is
the
your best
door, it's
rap. Yeah,
real.
love it. I was like, all right, sure.
Nice.
Sarcophagus.
Yeah.
Erica at Sassy Shoulder says, that Mr. Blobby mask is terrifying with the light on it. I didn't even
Yes.
notice that till
Oh,
she
yeah.
said
That's a set piece.
that. Is so I missed that. I missed that off
right.
topic. That
My
thing
favorite,
is scary. There
my
you go.
favorite
There he
thing,
is.
honestly.
Wow.
Kat was here yesterday, your lovely now wife.
Hey.
And
She told me about the
Where's
conversation.
the ring?
you were about to
Where's the ring?
Yeah, where's the
show
ring?
us.
Show it!
Oh,
She was here, and we were over at the Achievement Hunter office, and you were over here getting ready to shoot on the spot, which is where we are right now. And she's like, "Oh, did Jeremy go over already?" I'm like, "Yeah, he went over." And she's like, "Oh, I'll have to somebody let me in the building." So I go, "Oh, I'll walk you over." So I walk over, and we're just talking. And we were talking about RTX, and I mentioned the podcast. So his name we just talked about it. I'm like, "Oh, hey, we're doing a podcast," and I'm like, "Yeah, I think Jeremy's on it. I'm pretty sure." And she's like, "Oh yeah. He just found out." I'm like, "What do you mean?" And she's like, "Well, the schedule came out," and he's like, "Oh, I guess I'm on this." And I'm like, "Motherfucker! Like, I know for a fact I talked to Jeremy and said, like, I said this to Kat. I'm like, fuck Jeremy. I was like, you want to be on the podcast?" He's like, "Oh yeah, sure." And then every time, like, even with this podcast, usually like 2 days beforehand, I'm like, "Oh, you want to be on the podcast?" And then Friday morning he goes, "Wait, am I on this?"
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you said so. "Oh yeah,
Nothing.
no. I'm sure I did. I just don't remember
He's
it."
busy working on the Camp Rap.
No, I just
Yeah,
got
Camp Rap.
It's just funny.
No, Michael
Yeah.
today, like I'm always, if I'm editing something, you know, I got my headphones on, I'm listening to it, and with raps, I'm listening to it really loud.
Oh, I know. I've
Like-
been hearing them all.
And
Yeah.
then,
Once I walked in, I'm like, "Oh, Joel, huh?"
yeah, how's that Joel thing? Because it was just like Joel and Caboose. But like I was listening to it, and Michael was saying something to me about the Connect game, and
And
like,
I can see he's got one headphone
have one
off.
off,
right?
and it's the one on the
headphone
opposite
off
side.
means though, like I'm listening in case
Yeah,
someone
I'm
needs
conscious
to talk.
that's
to
in the
me.
room.
usually
Right.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
means I'm working. I normally I'd be like, "Hey, like get your attention
yeah.
first."
no, like I can't multitask, so that's just for show.
Right. It doesn't mean anything.
Like, so I'm working, and then like I paused the thing because you know I was like moving stuff around, and I can hear Michael go, "I'm talking to you and looking at you."
Yeah, I'm like, "So we're gonna do kung fu for Connect, blah blah blah, yada yada," and he's like not acknowledging it. And some people are like, like
Yeah.
while they don't look at you, and Jeremy's
Yeah.
not that
Nothing.
person. So the fact that he hasn't looked at me in like 12 seconds, I'm just like, "Yeah, then we're gonna do this," and blah blah blah, and I'm like, "Jeremy, I am talking to you and looking directly at you." I'm just like, "What?" Oh shit.
Where are we?
There is a video that came out fairly recently where Jeff says something in the video, and then I was just doing whatever, and I go, "I wish I was joking right now, but I did not hear a word you just said." I was not listening at all.
My biggest piece of advice is make new friends at RTX.
But
Like,
keep the old-
people come to RTX like expecting, like, I'm going to meet all these people. And they're like, I'm going to meet, Bernie and Jeff and you know,
Here's
Gus
what you gotta
and
understand
all the
about
Achieve
that.
Hunters.
You will definitely meet all of those people.
Let's say that.
It's a joke. It's not true.
Yeah.
My number one rule for RTX, for people going, and this is for any con, is bring fucking hand sanitizer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
That's a
Me too.
huge
Yeah.
one.
Both for
Like,
you and everyone else.
yeah, just do it. You're gonna be touching, like you're going to different booths, playing games, like picking up a controller. Everyone's touching.
Just
Someone's
the
gonna wipe their
bathrooms, all the
nose and
handles
start
and
playing.
everything.
just
Yeah.
constantly use it, like every time.
Most people, like at Rooster Teeth, wipe their butts with their hands.
I
you
do.
know? Yeah.
Right?
You
And
do.
then, oh yeah, and then I eat a burger.
Right. And then someone goes, ew, did you get burger on my hand?
I eat burgers that fall out of people's
I'm
mouths.
gonna win this. All right. The cats went to the vet yesterday.
Okay.
Our 2 cats, like, because just finally had to go to the vet. And yeah, they said exactly what we thought they would say. They're like, yeah, they're pretty good. Booker's fat, and then just move on. Yeah,
Booker's
that's
kind of
it.
a fat cat.
Booker is a fat ass. Like
he's
he
like
loves.
the friendliest cat too.
He's so friendly because he thinks everyone has food. Like, if you walk into the house, like my cat will run because you both have fed my cats before, I
Yes.
think.
Yeah.
And like so, yeah, Booker will run up to you as soon as you go
Yeah.
in and start meowing because
Scooter's
he's
a
like,
little
He's like
shy,
rubbing
yeah.
up against you and
yeah,
stuff. He's
it's
like,
like, you will give me
hey,
food. So
baby.
they're like, they go, you got to separate their food bowls because they think that Booker's eating his and then starting to eat
Yes,
Scooter's.
probably.
Yeah.
So like you got to separate them because then they'll only eat their own. And also, if Booker wants to eat Scooter's food, he has to walk all the way over there,
There
so
you
he'll
go.
lose some weight.
Nice.
And like, yeah,
he's
he's
lazy
fat.
enough. He just lies over. He's like,
He's
it's not worth it.
so bad. He's to the point where you can push him with your foot, and he'll go, and then he won't get
flop
back
over.
up.
Oh, there you go. There's
Hey,
Jeremy
Booker and
Cat.
Scooter! Hey, guys! Oh, Booker's the fat black one.
He's like, hey. He
Cute.
looks so happy.
Yeah, I mean, they love life, but they're just like fucking
Cats out there. How could they
assholes.
not? Goodness.
I have no idea who lives in the house next to me. I've seen
really?
like 3 different families there.
Fuck.
And like I have no idea, and like literally like,
If only there was some way you could find out.
and it varies. I'm not going over there.
It's all a
it
ghost
varies.
story. No one
like,
goes there.
Crazy?
like one
Heaven
night.
forbid I'd be neighborly.
Maybe if I knew their
Hello.
email, I
No,
would
fuck
email
that.
them.
No,
Yeah. It was like-
Jeremy's doing it right.
It was
You
like
don't need to
2
be your
a.m.
neighbors.
one night, and like I was just watching something, and I'm like laying down in bed, and I just heard people screaming over in the next house. There's just a guy, just started yelling out of nowhere, and he was going, "What do you want me to fucking do?" And he's yelling at the top of his lungs like over and over again. I was like, I went and woke up Kat because I was sleeping upstairs like that night, like because I like to sleep upstairs every now and again if
Had
I'm
a fight.
working. So I went and woke her up. I was like, "Why don't you come up here?"
Listen to this,
like
yeah.
not next to
Just
where
in case.
they're just in case. And I'm gonna listen and make sure no one gets fucking shot.
Are you sure
And
Michael
then-
wasn't your neighbor?
And then, like, a couple weeks later, I'm out in my driveway. I pull in after going grocery shopping or whatever. And this guy walks over, who I've never seen at the house before, where he's like, you know, "Oh, hey neighbor, how you doing?" Like, talking to me. Nicest guy, like, I've ever talked to. He, like, literally saw my groceries, like, "Oh, well, I see that brand of cheese you bought. It's a good brand. I buy that, too." I'm like,
Wow.
like, okay. And, like, he was, like, talking to me about my fence. Like, someone was, like, whoever...
Did he look like this?
Someone, no.
Yeah.
Someone rebuilt we had someone come and rebuild a part of our fence because it was, like, really shitty. And then they did a shitty job rebuilding the fence, apparently, because the guy walked over the fence. He's like, "I know you just had this rebuilt, right?" Like, yeah. And he goes, "Well," and he, like, pushed on the fence, and the whole fence swung out a little bit.
Oh, wow.
Like, it's not attached to the rest of the fence. Like, just
Right.
that one panel. It's
Right.
just, like,
God damn.
beep, like, pulling out. He's like, "I probably want to fix that up." And I was like, "Oh, well, thanks, man, for telling me that." I was like, "Yeah, enjoy that cheese." And then he walked away. I was like, "That was a good guy."
Enjoy that
He's
cheese.
a
You know what
great
I will-
guy.
If I
What you
lived
just
that-
reminded me of living in an apartment. When I first moved into an apartment, when I moved down here to work for Rooster at the beginning, about 5 months, I only had 3 pieces of furniture. I had a TV stand with a TV on it at my desk, and I had an arrow bed. And that was it. I lived in one room in my apartment, and I slept on an arrow bed for like 5 months working here. But one of the nights, I was laying on the arrow bed. It was pretty late at night. And this sounds like I'm making it up, but I'm not. The noise I would hear from outside my apartment, in the apartment complex, was a guy yelling, he was going, "Shut the fuck up!" And then right after it, you would hear a piano playing Frosty the Snowman. It was going, bling, ding, 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 bling, ding, ding. And then the guy would yell again, and then Frosty the Snowman would play. And I was laying there like, I don't even know how to handle this situation. It was like the most bizarre thing.
That's incredible.
Like, just the guy going, "Shut up!" Bling, ding, 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 ding. Like, it sounded like we had a little piano and pre-programmed.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
That's
I was
beautiful.
like, cause Kat wasn't living with me at the time, and so I was texting her like, "I'm gonna die" or something. Like, some
You're
like,
okay.
I'm gonna die.
Yeah.
to the
some
Frosty
like
the Snowman
some
song.
murderer with a snowman head on. is gonna
You're
come
from
for
Boston.
me.
Just go, hey.
So go ahead and play it.
This is fucking. We're knee deep in this shit, dude.
I'm so glad I made it through high school without doing any of this.
Yeah, dude. I wasn't part of a single murder pact.
I am so glad I never got invited to a party.
Not one.
This is what happened.
That's
I
what
felt
happened.
bad earlier, but I feel so much better now.
It's great too because all of our fans watching this, clearly, they don't go to parties. You're welcome. This
Yeah.
is what would have happened to you.
I go to my friend's house, would be like murder or Halo 3.
This is what it's like to be popular. Don't be popular.
Dude, so shit pops off in
It's
that
true.
movie. That's atrocity.
Yeah, it does. And I would like to point out that the dude in the back with the hat on is me, because otherwise my head gets keyed out.
Right, because your green head.
Right. So
I
that's
was
why
just
I've
saying
got
to
a hat.
Jeremy, I thought that was Joel.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be really
Yeah.
weird. I don't remember
would
doing
be
theater
odd.
mode with Joel. But
Dude, it's so hard to one up yourself every year. Like
no shit.
We've done an amazing job of like every year it's like bigger than the last, and now I'm
Fuck.
like, it's like we keep hitting this. Like, what are we gonna like? We're gonna have to drive a car into a wall
Yeah,
or
I mean,
something.
fuck,
It's gonna,
you shaved your beard last year.
yeah, that won't ever happen again. Dude, that was a decade with facial hair, man. That's and then you got tased.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then also,
like, I was a big deal to you.
Yeah.
I get it.
and then also we put you into excruciating pain.
Michael has said as he gets further and further away from that, he's like, "What the fuck was I thinking? Like, that's
Yeah,
a terrible,
I wonder.
terrible idea."
I
But you
wonder
did it.
if we
It's
could
done.
It's
have.
true.
It's
It's
done
done.
now.
It's done.
true.
I don't go worry
It's
about
over.
it.
I wonder if we could have two people.
Look at that beard stroke.
If we could have two people.
Shoot each other with tasers at the same
That's
time.
exactly what I'm
Really?
thinking. That's literally what I'm thinking. Like literally, like you hold it up, and then like you have two people. Like you,
Pretty sure
1, 2, 3,
both
let go.
people would get tased.
Let me tell you exactly how that's going to go down.
Yeah.
Someone's going to get nervous, fire a little early. It's going to hit the dude. He's going to pull the trigger. It's going to hit someone watching.
Yep.
And then those two are going
That would be
down.
worth like $500,000, right? Like
Yeah.
that'd be good.
That's why I didn't take the gun.
Yeah.
I'll judge it.
There you go. And
Based
Michael will
on,
watch.
me getting tased last
I
year, I'll be
handed
You
it
were
like,
to
less of a
I'll be
bitch.
like this. It's official.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes. I gave that to you because they asked me, like, do you want to shoot Michael? I was like, no, I
Well,
don't
no,
want
that
to.
Yeah,
was-
they
that was
asked
the-
Lindsay,
I
they
had
asked
to do
me.
it.
I
No,
said,
that's
fuck
everybody.
that.
I assumed like they were like, listen, okay, who's gonna shoot him? I'm like, okay, who all wants to shoot him? Like we can do a drawing. And
Jack's like, me.
no
me,
one,
me, me, me.
literally no one wanted to do it. And I was like, really, no one wants. Like in like the medic was like, oh, I can do it. I'm like, I don't like, no offense, but like no one knows who you are. Like they only want a personality to do it. I'm like, I guess I'll do it. And literally no one else wanted to do it.
Nope.
That honestly shocked me a little bit. I was like, no one wants to
That
shoot
shocked
me
Michael.
even
me.
more.
There
Yeah,
it
yeah,
is,
yeah,
yeah.
shocked the shit out of you.
I still love the clip when Jeremy's like, all right, Jack, enough.
Yeah.
Jack, stop! Jack, stop!
I was so terrified.
This is like the perfect reaction of like, no, too much.
Well, because, like, the medic, and I think he was just doing it to be funny, like, you know what I mean? Like, because he was joking around the whole time.
Yeah, he
You
was.
know what I mean? And, like, he was going like, all right, Jack, all right, that's plenty, or whatever. And it was still going because it's on a timer.
Yeah,
Jack
yeah.
doesn't have any
Yeah.
control over that.
Well, apparently I did, but I didn't know. Gavin never taught me that part.
Oh, so, like,
I
There's
can-
like
you
a
can-
button you can
Well,
push
yeah,
to
you can
stop
basically
it.
put the safety back on, and that'll kill it.
Oh,
I didn't know
yeah.
that.
So I thought that Jack didn't hear him and like was just holding down the thing. And so like you can see me in the clip go like, Jack, like, he's gonna die!
It's like, Jack, stop!
I just like the juxtaposition too, where Jeremy's like, enough, and I'm next, like literally right next to Jeremy, going like, woo!
and then me in there going like,
Michael's
getting
like,
shot.
and
You
you
go,
go,
fucking Jeremy's like, Jack, stop! And Matt's like, oh my god, and all I see is Matt starting to freak out. I'm like, this is bad, and Matt's like, oh.
It was
It's
a
the only
cavalcade
time
of
I
people
started
not
getting
knowing what was
worried.
happening.
It's because Matt's holding me and he's like, you're gonna die, dude.
God damn.
Someone says get a tattoo live on Extra Life.
Not
I
gonna
can
do that.
I'll do it.
I might do that
You
actually.
can get another Tetris piece.
Yeah, I
this
can, I
year.
can another piece during.
Yeah,
during
Jack
Extra
has a
Life.
plan
I've
for
got, Yeah, I've got
tattoos.
my whole thing.
Yeah.
If we got someone who can do my Borderlands tattoo, I'll do it.